Hey,
Hello, sir.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Am I
Yep.
interrupting your soap?
No, no. Grace has just come home from work, actually.
Oh, no. No, just it's been ages since I did a hangout live, so I just thought to stick one up and see what happens. So you're the first contestant.
Is it live hangout, is it?
Oh yes, have to be live. Yes, has to be embarrassing. So people say the wrong things, and then it's on the internet forever.
Aye. What are you up
How's my,
to?
sorry, you can see what I'm still standing.
Still?
I haven't got as much time as like if I'm lucky if I get a half an hour a
Uh-huh.
day if I'm lucky, but it's the little imperfections are driving me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's things like there are dimples. I don't know if this will probably not show up. You see the little
Yeah.
spot there? That's
Yeah.
what I do. I make up it's basically it's Tamiya extra thin. When it gets to the bottom of the bottle and you can't reach it,
Mm-hmm.
I throw in a load of sprues, let it melt down, and then it becomes this sort of filler. You can see
Mm-hmm.
how viscous it is. It's really thick.
Yeah.
And you just dab it along anything that's a dimple,
Mm-hmm.
providing you don't overdo it. You leave it a day or two, and then let me get an example. It's the same on the end of this.
Aye.
See, it's shining. The reason is on the inside of the kit is a
The pin.
big mold release. You know the thing they push.
Mm-hmm.
So for some reason, when it's curing, the other side then gets a dimple in it.
Yeah.
So I just fill it in with that stuff and then sand it down again. I'm getting there with this. It's tedious and it's time consuming, but at least it's smooth now. I'll show you one of the finished ones. I'll show you compare it with the way it looked before. It should show up. So the
Yeah.
bottom one is the before.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how much the Aztecing is just awful in it. It's like if it was scale, it would be about 5 foot deep.
Mm-hmm.
Where the top piece is completely smooth now.
Mm-hmm.
So it just takes time. Same with the dish or the top. It's now smooth.
Oh, very good.
Mostly. I'm sort of trying to keep some detail
Yeah.
of the escape pods, I think is it.
Uh-huh.
Things like that. But I'm getting there. The lighting on this is going to be awkward because what I'm going to have to do the nacelles are obviously molded in. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to on the inside I've got these huge big see these things again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to sand those down to be completely smooth. Otherwise, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, put it behind this light and turn that light off. It's probably not going to show up. If you get it in the right lighting,
You see it coming through the
you
plastic.
can see it coming through the plastic. Yeah, you see
Yeah.
it there
Yeah,
in the
just.
center in that one.
Yeah, just.
So I have to really get that smooth. Plus, there's writing on the inside as well. I've tried putting a light behind it. You can read the writing, so that needs to come off as well. So what I'm probably going to do is mask the outside, mask the inside, paint it all black. Then if I use blue lighting inside, it should still look correct for the nacelles. What else? The only thing I made a mess of, I didn't think about this, didn't think it through, was the impulse crystal. I painted over it, so I'm going to have to try and strip this paint off somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You can get parts, but I'm not going to the expense of ordering parts and waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks from DLM,
Mm-hmm.
Dawn Light and Magic. So, but it's an experiment. It's just because it's the 50th anniversary. I thought I'd do an enterprise this year.
All right.
And see how it's going. But I mean, the same with these. These are all smoothed out now too.
Yeah.
And the only reason you can still see the black lines is I've used these. Where are they? Where are they? It's here somewhere. You can buy these micron pens.
Yeah.
Which is handy for doing. They would work for aircraft as well. They're very fine, like 0.2 mil and silly things, I guess. So you can draw lines down very thin molding on the plastic. It just means it keeps a reference. That's why it's still so dark. Just those lines have stayed, even though I sanded and sanded and sanded. One other thing I'm going to try and sort out is the arboretum.
Mm-hmm.
On this, I'm going to try and cut this out and make something inside if I can, but that's an odd challenge. So it'll be a slow project, but I'll get there eventually. I may take a week off and do something simple, perhaps an aircraft or something, rather than get too bogged down in it and get really frustrated.
Did you ever finish the Star Destroyer?
I didn't finish the Star Destroyer. I am embarrassed to say, no, it is sitting in a box over there. How can I put it? It got to the stage there are so many fiber strands in it. I'll have no problem with the main body, but the tower is just, I've tried it a few times, and either going to have to reduce the number of strands or take a different tack on it. Say I might cut them all short and say just have one light source. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll see what happens. It's just an experience. All these things, you each model you learn something from the previous one. I know. I'm just thinking back to it will be sometime in May. I think was when I started. May 2013. I think we all started back around May 2013. Whatever, I don't know what the reason was. An awful lot of people seem to get back into modeling that sort of summer. Don't chat to as many people as I have done for a while. There doesn't seem to be as many people on at night time, or perhaps it's the middle of the night. And certainly all the Americans tend to be on God's time of the night. I made the mistake of having Google Hangouts turned on the phone the other night. I think I got a call about, it must have been 3:30 in the morning. I just had to cancel it straight away and go back to sleep. Just I think it was a whole selection of people, mostly in the States, but there was a few UK people on the list. Well, they were actually in attendance. I don't know. What about yourself? You were looking for a Bowden or something, or a
Foden?
Foden, yes.
Yeah.
Any luck?
Yeah, no. I've found Accurate Armour do a Foden kit, but it's the wrong one I'm after.
Right.
But it turns out it wasn't a Foden, it was an AEC Militant. But the one I'm really looking for is a Scammell Martian, which is a big recovery truck.
Right. You wouldn't get it as a die cast? Not supposed to be the wrong scale.
No, it's non-existent. No one actually makes a Martian Scammell.
Right.
They've got everything before, bits after, but for that period, there doesn't seem to be a great deal, you know?
Is this 80s, 90s time, or when is it?
60s, 70s.
60s? Oh, right, sorry, okay.
So they've got everything. They've got, you'll probably remember things like Saracens and Pig.
Oh, yeah. Only too well, yeah. Running up and down the street trying to kill me, yes.
It's that era, but it's the recovery truck sort of thing, and no one does them.
Yeah, probably.
Armour do a Bedford RL. You'll probably remember the old RLs as well, won't you?
Yeah, the big rounded front things.
Yeah. With a crane on the back.
Yeah.
They do one of those, and they do the 80s and 90s Foden.
But you couldn't adapt it. It wouldn't be too much work.
But I've just found a company today. It's slightly bigger than I'm used to. It's 1/24th scale instead of 1/30. But a Scammell Crusader,
right?
Which is resin and white metal. It's getting casted, and the master molds that are being made now, and they reckons it'll be ready for July, August. But it basically looks like a Kenworth with a winch on the back.
Yeah. It'll be big if it's 1/24th. It'll be huge.
Yeah, it'll be a big boy, like. But the idea is I'm going to put that on like a display base. I'm going to get the Remy cap badge to go behind it that's lit up with LEDs, sort of like a laser cut Remy badge.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have my dad's when he joined and when he left the army, and sort of like a little display thing for him, and give that to him for his Christmas.
Yeah. There is a guy on eBay now doing lorry stuff. I have his link somewhere. I'll try and get it to you. He does all of the sort of interior lighting for trucks and lighting rigs and things like that. I can't think. I wonder if I have his page. I'll just see. Probably don't do that, but I can find it for you. Just see if I can bring it up. Uh, no, I'll have to. I think it's probably way back in my history. I can find it for you. I'll get it for you, Craig, because it does a whole range. It might be of interest for the future. It does a whole range of stuff, including the laser cut stuff. So it may do the badge for you, depending on what size you need it. But be a fair.
Local to me that actually got all the plaques and that ready to go. It's on thick perspex and it's already pre-cut.
Yeah.
It's on like a plastic base with LEDs on the bottom on it. Yeah. You just slide it in and the whole thing glows up. Yeah.
And then you can probably choose the color as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to ask him if he can do like a bespoke one. So it's like red, yellow, well, blue, red, yellow, or blue, yellow, red, or whatever the Remy color is.
Yeah.
And have it in like sections, so it lights up as the flag with the cap badge sort of thing.
Yeah.
See if you can do that.
Is this for yourself? It's not for a present or something, or?
It's for my dad.
Right. I wasn't sure if you were doing it for him or just for as a historical type thing, but as a big birthday coming up or something.
No, it's for his Christmas.
All right.
We haven't spoken in about 22 years.
Right, a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, we had a major falling out.
Oh dear, no, that's
since we've been back in Dundee, we're back in touch with each other.
Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. I know it's one of the things I know several people who over the years sort of get in a similar situation, and it gets harder and harder to talk again. But I'm glad to hear that. Now that's sweet.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something nice for him, you know.
Yeah. I appreciate that, especially if he was involved with the things and drove them. It's like my father drove these huge big. Used to work. It was at Loch Ness. They were building a power station, which was a hydro power station. Basically, there's Loch Ness and a lake above Loch Ness. And at night time, when the electricity is free, they pump all the water from Loch Ness up to the other lake. Then during the day, when they need the electricity, they let the flow of the water flow back down into Loch Ness. That powers the generators. So
is that Mockery?
It's Foyers. You call the place Foyers. I don't know what the. I used to go every summer and Easter to stay. Myself and my mum went over. That's when I got my first job. Working with the same people who worked for my father. He worked for a company called Watson's, who were in Bolton. And it's a huge big pipe. They had to construct the pipes. Pipes were 24 feet, I think. And they basically, cut the steel, rolled the steel, and it all had to be welded together. So that's my first job was working with the electrician. There wasn't a lot of work done. I used to go shooting rabbits. He had an air gun. We used to shoot rabbits on the shooting field next door. And then he broke his arm. So I used to do the gears on the car. He drove the car, and I changed the gears because he couldn't change the gears because he had a broken arm. The things you do in your youth that you wouldn't do now.
Things you can get away with now.
That's a civilized part of Scotland. You say that's not Dundee. That's up in Inverness. That's where all they speak proper English.
Have you spoken to Randall recently?
To Randall? Yeah. About a week ago. I actually called in with him and his wife. We were down in, it was St. Patrick's Day, I think it was, or the day after. And we were down in Port Stewart and called in to see him because he'd always said to call in. And his modelling room is a converted garage, and it's unbelievable. I mean, every wall is covered in models, and the floor space is covered in kits and bits and bobs and everything. And he's got a little space about 6 feet square where he actually sits and builds the models. And I said, "This is a fantastic collection you have," and so on. He said, "I'll show you the first part of my stash." So he pulls this ladder down from the roof space, and he pulls down one of those standard extension type things, a roof space ladder. And I go up the ladder, and he has a roof space which again is about the same size as the downstairs part of the extension that he's got converted, and from floor to ceiling, you name it, kit wise, he had everything. He had aircraft kits and space kits and starship kits, and just I just couldn't take it all in. And he had two little chairs that are up in the attic as well. Because he's got this, goes up there and contemplates what's the next build going to be. it would put many as a model shop to shame. It was that much stuff. So I thought that was amazing. And he says, I would show you the rest of the stash, but it's in the attic of the roof joists. So he sends me a picture then of the rest of the stash. As much again, it's crazy. He couldn't build them in 10 lifetimes, but so I was very jealous. I thought I was bad with the models I have, but no, unbelievable. And what they must be, you know, with a lot of old kits. A lot of you know, Star Trek kits that you just can't get anymore. So it's quite a collection. It's
just got a clear D he wants to sell.
Say again?
Has he got a clear D he wants to sell?
I think he has one, but I don't think he would sell it. You still trying to get one?
Yeah, I'm not all that desperate for one though.
Yeah, no, I have that one that I got from Christian Butner last year, and it'll be sitting. God knows when it'll ever get around to it.
Yeah.
I'm retiring in December, hopefully.
Oh yeah, you said last time I spoke to you.
I wasn't sure, but it seems fairly definite that I'll be retiring in December. Well, whether I have more time for modelling is a different question. I hope so. I mean, I think what I need to do is get up 7 o'clock in the morning and get out here for 3 hours before I get a list of other things to do. But in fact, that was probably the idea behind this. If I've sort of a practice run, and what I might do at the end of the year, perhaps is start the TOS. The 1350.
All right.
I think it makes more sense to build that first than to try and do the 1350 refit, because that's a different kettle of fish completely. So, but what's the guy's name? I'm terrible with names.
Boyd.
No, it's one of the Murphy Peoples.
Oh yeah, Murphy.
I don't know if you saw his TOS 1350.
I think I saw some pictures of it.
Superb job, really. I mean, for someone who hasn't really into modelling as long, you know, he's only back about a year, I think, or a year and a half. Fantastic job he did of it. Loads of people still seem to be doing, you know, Star Trek models, but the people who maybe started off back into the modelling or started doing art kits and different things now, like Lou Dalmasso's doing the Interstellar Ranger. I'd love to get one of those. But he's completely redone the roof of it with photo etch from Pink's Paragraphic did it. Yeah. A lot of work, but you know, it'll look the part when it's done.
I was looking into doing that Prometheus build, you know, kits for plastic or whatever it is.
Neil Wooding has one. Neil has one. I know he's planning to start.
Put me right off.
Yeah.
It just looks awful.
The actual kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It's a funny spaceship, but I think it looks cool when it's in flight, but it looks terrible when it's land. I don't know why. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah. Looking at Neil's, there's lots of bits that are really, really thin. Yeah. Really see through, and there's a lot of flash, and it just looks too much of a ball like for me, to be honest.
It'd be interesting to see his kit, the kit he's bringing out of the I forgot the name of the ship now. You know, Wild House models, but it's expensive, £160. But I suppose all garage kits tend to be like that because of what's involved in them. So you think they're going back to a sci-fi kit then next? Is that or in the future?
I'm doing Battlestar Galactica at the minute.
Oh right, which the Revell one?
Yeah, the Revell one, the one that I got from John Petrie.
Right, I have one of those. I got it dead cheap at one stage. It was like £9 or £10 or something on Amazon.
I've got all the fibre optics in it. I just haven't got the LEDs to light it yet.
Right.
So I've got to go get some LEDs. I've got to get some more fibre optic strand.
Where do you get this? Do you buy the strand as strand, or do you do what we do and buy something that's
real? I need 0.5 mil, so I've just ordered 8 meters of it.
Right.
Like 198 or something.
It's not bad, yeah. We've always bought those, you know, those things you get them in B&M bargains and so on. You get those.
The tree things.
It does work. That's all the optics in the Star Destroyer were done with that. You know, and they're fair. I don't know what measurement the fibre is. I know it's fairly fine. But for that, it suits that because it has to be fine under because of the size of the windows. But no, I mean, I just haven't got as much time as I'd like. But we do what we can.
Yep.
And then if I was doing this in the like you build in the living room, I would be
Yeah, I'm not in the living room no more.
Oh, right. I didn't really. You have an actual proper space, have you?
Yeah, I've got my own man cave.
Oh, very good. I'll have to get a chair sometime or a hangout there.
Shall I take you upstairs?
If you want, yeah.
Oh, Grace is smiling away. She's like, yeah, so
Yeah. Go away. Let's go away. Give me peace.
I'll take you upstairs. Hold on.
Okay.
There's not many men I say that to, so you're honoured.
Very privileged.
If you hear a bang, it's because I've dropped you.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you dropped your laptop. You didn't drop me. You couldn't love me, so you couldn't love me to drop me.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know. But we should.
Yeah, open the door, sweetheart, because I'm going to have my hands full, aren't I?
Hi, Leah.
Hello, Grace. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
She's better now she's not at work, put it that way.
Oh, right. Okay. I've been liking your some of your recipes you're putting up. Some nice stuff.
You are?
Some of her posts on Facebook. Some of her food posts.
Oh. Yeah, she gets carried away, doesn't you? Right, we're going.
Okay.
Watch your telly.
Bye.
What's the big black thing hanging down in front of your screen?
That's I don't know actually. I think it's the camera. Hold on. You'll have to give me a minute.
Oh no, great. Is this a spare room, as it's called?
No, it's the man cave.
Oh, okay.
There's no spare room about it.
I used to have one, and then I was dumped out here. I'm not complaining. Oh, yes, I am.
Get on there. I need to plug you back in. There you go.
Before my battery runs low.
I'll tell you what that is. That is...
It looks like you're wearing a hat.
It's the wrong camera.
There you go. All right, okay. It's a separate little webcam or something, right?
Yeah, it was the one built into the
your pictures improved now, I hear so.
Right, man cave. No more front room.
Very good. Yes, cars on walls and.
Well, it wouldn't be if I could show you. So that's
some collection of paint there. Very good.
It's me little paint room. That's me drawers and me printer. There's the Battlestar down there with electronics. There's me trailer that I've been doing. Get that out of the way.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll show you that in a minute. Army stuff. And then on this wall is my army stuff.
Memorabilia.
That's kind of going all funny. And then over there we've got the neighbour spy telescope. And then in there, where that is, that's going to be a display cabinet that's going to go in there.
Very good.
But this is all Grace's cross stitch and stuff that she does.
Yep.
You saw a Predator and Alien one, didn't you?
Oh, it was excellent, yeah.
But there's one that she's done.
Japanese sort of.
It's like a Japanese flower.
Yeah.
Another Japanese flower.
Very nice.
Cat. She's very proud of these, by the way. Her angel.
Yeah. And she probably I know it's a bit like what we call it that people do the colouring in books. It's very similar. It's sort of very relaxing too, probably.
Aye. Oh,
okay.
Oh, right. Off my chair. Falling for you now. What I didn't show you is the new coffee table, which is writing desk.
Oh, well used. Yes, I like to see a well used writing desk.
And then underneath there. That's where all my tools and that are now.
Right. Do you have an airbrush?
Do
you have an airbrush?
Yeah, that's in that cabinet down there.
Right. And what do you just open the window, or do you have an extractor, or what?
I'll open the window.
Yeah. No, funny. I invested in one of these recently, and I wish I'd done it years ago. I have an extractor, but I ended up getting a proper mask system from Amazon because it was only when you don't realize how much you're actually breathing in. And some of the paints that where is it? That paint from the stuff, the Mr. Surfacer.
Aye.
Oh, that the fumes off that are phenomenal. But it's fantastic. Really, really, really brilliant stuff. But I've got the styling rails, the primer, and it's just amazing. I've only got the grey one. I'm going to try and get a white and a black, but that stuff just goes down so easily.
Aye.
And just you can sand it like half an hour after you put it on. This is brilliant. But the only thing I would fault it on is I only have a 0.3 needle, and I have a wee bit of problem getting it to go through the brush. So after a while, it sort of clogs almost. But I reckon you should have a 0.5 needle. So I'm probably going to get another needle from the old spare brush. See if it improves things. But we're keeping going. But as you say, I've got the starter to finish. I still have him to finish. I never got him finished either. Not Kurt Russell, Russell Crowe. And I did finish the tank, but I haven't put it on the display cabinet in the house yet. My display cabinet is still allowed in the conservatory. I don't know how long that'll last, but we'll see.
Mine's downstairs, but I've got to get another one because I've run out of space.
Right. What, you go to IKEA or somewhere? Usually it's the best deals.
Gumtree.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, funny. It was Gumtree. I got mine on as well. It was a guy selling it that I think he had cars displayed in it. Because I found a little rubber wheel down the back of it when I was putting it back together. But again, that was 40 quid for big unit, glass shelves, and backlighting on it, so it's quite nice. He's just great. Gumtree is your friend. Although I keep looking at model kits on Gumtree and I shouldn't.
Yeah, the last time you done Gumtree with me, it costed me a friggin' $350 refit.
Oh well, you can't get the bargains. But they're not all bargains. There's a guy selling an Arado 196A3, which is a German float plane from World War II. And I've always wanted one. I just love the aircraft. But Revell discontinued the one with the twin floats. The only one they do now is because the single float. I just don't like it. I wanted the other one. But the guy who's selling it on Gumtree, the only problem is he's selling it, but it's complete with Edward seatbelts, Edward exterior details, interior details, 2 sets of decals, a top drawings sketchbook, which is one of these reference books. So he's got all the extras for it. So I don't know. He said he would hold it for a while. I'll decide this week what I'm doing. I would like to get it, but it's a lot more expensive than just the basic kit. But we'll see.
Now Grace is out of the way. Those 124 kits.
I dread to think yes. Well, if it's a garage kit, then definitely. I'm not surprised.
They actually look absolutely phenomenal. I'll show you in a sec.
Yeah. Is it a UK company then?
Yeah.
Right,
it's a bloke that does it on his own. He's ex-army. And he's found sort of like a cliche. He's doing all the models of his time when he was in, which is all the Cold War stuff.
Yeah.
And that's all the stuff that you can't get. So I'll show you the website in a minute.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with my Battlestar.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is. It's tedious. A lot of it is just work. It's like I think if I'd realized how much sanding there was in this, I don't know if I would have done it. But I'm sort of getting there now. I can see a progress, so I'm happy to keep going with it. It's the same kit. I have the same Revell. Yeah.
Aye. It's hold on.
It's that. I'll show you. It's that one there.
Yeah, mine's that one.
Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah. Same kit. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all good. Right,
I mean, it was a Mobius kit originally. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Screen share. Share your screen. Go hang select to share content with your screen. Choose what you'd like to share.
Should you switch once you?
It won't Let me screen share.
So you got the little green screen with the white arrow in it.
Yeah, I've just pressed that.
You click on that, and then you click on what you want to share, which of the screens that are open.
Yeah, it won't let me.
If I do it, just like if I do you, for example, I'm sharing you. You can see yourself on my screen. Yeah.
I used to be able to do all this, no problem.
The Google has changed a fair bit.
Screen share. No, it just comes up saying, well, I'll show you what it says. That's all it's saying, right? Well,
Share your screen. Oh, there's nothing listed. Right, that's strange. Have you got the? You actually have the window open, obviously. The yeah. Strange. Oh, look at him. He's scary looking.
scary. Isn't it?
If you, that's strange. So yeah. Right. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. I'll show you what I'm doing. So it works the same way. So if I show you, again, so you got the top left-hand corner. So you get that window comes up. That's what I'm getting. You see, so you're not getting the content. You're not seeing these screens. It's strange.
There's nothing in settings.
If you share the link, I can bring it up on screen here. Do it that way.
Chat works.
Yeah.
Um,
So if you paste it into the chat. Nobody else on tonight at all. Surprised there's somebody about on a Monday night, but they're all being very what's the word? Shy? Don't think so. I won't see Jack this week. I must. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So I can bring it up here, you see, and then I can share it at this end. So if I switch back now, if I go to screen share, do that, share. So that's him now up there.
Yeah.
Yep. So let me see. So is it on the left somewhere? Just continue military range. The actual kit, or it just lists them that way. I'll just scroll down. I got them now. Yeah.
If you keep going down.
Yep.
Keep going. Keep going. That's the first one I want. The 434.
Let's click on one of the pictures. Oh, very nice.
Aye.
That's amazing for if that's the quality.
Aye. If you go to the actual kit view.
Yeah.
There's bottom left.
Yeah. See it there now.
It's all white metal and resin.
Yeah. And it looks very clean.
Aye. And
then
one underneath it, the Stalwart. I wouldn't mind getting that one.
Can't. Oh, very nice. It almost looks like a die cast. It's strange. It's weird.
Aye, doesn't it?
Yeah. And same with parts. A lot more brass in that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the quality of the stuff he's producing, then I can't see any reason why he shouldn't charge what he's charging. But if that's yeah,
I can't argue with the price for the size of it as well.
Yeah, I wonder. It's not 3D printed stuff. I wonder if it would be.
There's an old Saracen that you remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, only too well. Yeah.
On the interior on that and have a look at the interior. It's phenomenal. You're like, wow. Down to the engine.
Yeah. Not something I was ever in. I only saw them from outside, thank goodness. Wow. He's obviously doing it right.
Aye.
Yeah. And the fact that he's limited himself to that niche market of just the Saxons, Humber. Now the pig, I was seeing the pigs far more often. That was the one that just never left the streets.
Aye. If you look at the interior on that thing as well, I think it's the second picture. Look at that.
There's no blood on the surface.
Nah.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. Oh, they were scary.
Yeah, that was a bad day out when those things were turning.
Oh yeah, I know. But now they just wouldn't be up to the job these days at all.
No.
So is that the thing then? That's the one that's.
If you go, not that one that you're on now, the one underneath it, the recovery vehicle. That's the one I want to get for my dad.
Right.
That's just pictures of the real thing.
Yeah, sweet. But yeah, I remember those. It was like the curved cabs on them. Yeah.
Mm.
And then the Bedford underneath, the same idea. Yeah, very, very nice. Now,
But the Bedford RL, the detail on that thing is absolutely phenomenal. You're like, Jesus.
yeah, even the hood, the canvas coverings look amazing. He's a good. I mean, if those are his builds, he's a good modeler as well.
Mm.
Very nice. No, I'm impressed with that. Now there seems to be more and more people out there these days. You know, there's more people seem to be doing Gary's kits. There's a lot more people appearing.
Mm.
Yeah. And with the 3D printing side of things, I know James Frost got one, but I don't know if he's done much of it yet.
Uh-huh.
You know, that does the Jackson, the paper modeler.
Yeah.
He got a hold of one, so I don't know what actual printer it is. But if the price would drop to the point where everyone could afford them, I think you'd see a lot more people doing their own thing, modeling wise.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling down his page. The range of kits goes on and on and on.
Aye.
David Jane, is that?
That's the bloke that makes the master molds, I think.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. The 105mm light gun as well. Some of them is reasonable price, but obviously with the big kits, you can see why they cost so much. Just there's that much work on them.
They're all 24th scale.
Yeah. There's Northern Ireland 1970s soldiers as well. Squatting soldier with beret, SLR, and later type of flak vest. Self-loading rifles. Yes, I remember them well. If it wasn't one of those, it was a what do you call the one the IRA had? The Armalite. Yes. Used to see them in the streets. Thank God those days are gone.
Aye.
There's a few more sensible people about a few, and I mean not many, but a few. I had posted up the link for a few people. I thought Randall would have come on, or Ken Skiffington. I was talking to Ken earlier on today on Facebook, but nobody else seems to be about. I mean, Ken's been posting up pictures of all his stuff, the scratch builds. It's incredible stuff. I think it's because of where he lives. It probably isn't a model shop. He has to build everything from scratch. Oh, you're there twice. We got two. You must have. Did you leave and come back?
It crashed.
Right. Okay. I was waffling on to myself then, as usual.
Yeah, I heard you say something about Randall.
No, say I invited Randall and invited Ken Skiffington, but neither of them must be available. They must be doing something or watching soap operas or something serious.
Did Randall say anything about the Perth show on the 23rd, 24th of April?
No, I know he wanted, or he talked about it, but
I'm going to go to that. I'm going to enter.
It's finances. For us to go over from here, you know, it should be cheap. If you flew, it would be cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can't take anything with you. You want to take a model with you, or you want to buy stuff, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
To get a car over, it's insane what they charge for the ferry. Absolutely insane. £300-400.
Bloody hell.
Unless you were smuggling in the back of a lorry or something that was going over and back and forth. But no, it'd be nice. Well, when's that? That's
23rd, 24th of April.
Sweet. No, I mean, it's like Telford. Telford's the same thing. I'd love to go to Telford, but it's just not going to happen. I have a few things on this year. There's a big Star Trek event in Birmingham in October. I want to try and get to that for the 50th anniversary, but that's the only thing I'm planning to go to. Mm-hmm. We're going to be in London in May for my daughter's birthday, but that's the only two trips as such. If I'm speaking to Randall again, Alaska again, I think he went last year.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. And you don't subscribe to Gary Bottoms, no? Making models again?
No, I don't think so.
He's it's mostly aircraft he builds, but again, his stuff's incredible. But I think he goes to that one, the exhibits at it. He's somewhere near Edinburgh, I think. If you do, I'll bring up his page and show you what I mean. Mm-hmm. If you're on YouTube, and he's very funny too. He always has a wee dram at the same time as doing his videos. I'll show you the page now. We say go back to here and go to share and share. So if you can see that's his stuff now. The Volkswagen Revell have given him kits to build because he does such a good job. he did that Tamiya 1/32 scale Mosquito. He did the Revell, the Samba bus and so on. But most of what he does is aircraft kits. But you'll see him here at shot there, Augustus 15th, Updatus Medius. You know, it's very funny. You should watch some of the video. Very, very funny. But he always has either a little beer of some kind or a whiskey of some kind, wherever else. They talk about that beginning and end. But have a look at some of his builds. Amazing builds. Really, really good modeler.
Yeah,
There's so many people now that's making models again. You know, his little symbol is hold on, go back a page. I like his little logo. NFX. You see that? Looks like an Airfix.
Yeah.
Symbol. But he knows his stuff. Definitely knows his stuff about aircraft modeling, you know. And some of the stuff he's done in 1/144 scale. It's just jaw dropping. You wouldn't believe it was that scale at all when you see the details put into stuff. But Connie, yeah, it's definitely worth it. There's certain people I look all the time at on YouTube because you get a quick laugh, you know, because they lighten the whole thing up. They really, really are good at their videos. Whereas with me, all you get is me waffling onto you. I'm sorry. I'm just going to stop this now because it's coming up on 9 o'clock and no one else is joining us. But don't go away. I'll chat to you for an hour minute. Yeah. Okay, go.